Hi, it's Alec Crawford from AI Risk, and I've got Matt Spencer here, our head of strategic consulting. Hey,
Hey,
Matt,
Alec.
how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Hey, and today we're going to talk a little bit about companies just starting to use AI and setting up their AI policy. So, Matt, what are some things that companies should think about as they set up their policies for AI?
Really understanding the base reason of why they're going into using AI in the first place. What is that purpose that the company is looking at, and kind of the overall scope of things. What do they want to use AI for, and maybe more importantly, what don't they want to use AI for? What are those things that are on the outside of that?
Yeah, and sometimes it's a matter of what do you do first, and do the easy stuff first that benefits the broader team, and do more complicated stuff later. So, talk a little bit about the team. Like, what kind of team do you need? What should you think about as you're setting up the team and accountability?
Well, I mean, how are you really helping team members, your employees, adapt to the AI changes that are coming? I mean, every employee is coming at AI with a different level of understanding and awareness of what's out there. A lot of people see AI as just Chat GPT. So what are how are you relaying that information to employees, and then how do you establish those areas of governance so that there are some guardrails towards what people can and can't do, what they should and shouldn't be putting out there on a public GPT and such.
Yeah, great points. And then look from an ethical standpoint. AI experts talk about explainability and transparency. Maybe you could talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of chatter around the ethical use of AI and avoiding bias, avoiding hate words, having those guards just so that bad raw information doesn't show up. And, when AI for a lot of people is a black box. So what are you doing as a business to show transparency and how you're using AI, what data from that customer is being used, and that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, it's just in its nascent state, but obviously the EU has just updated their AI regulations. They start to kick in next year. The SEC has something that will probably get formalized later this year for financial companies. What questions should we be asking around regulatory and compliance issues for AI?
A lot of that is just understanding what you're under. What are the regulatory standards that are coming up in your state, and at the federal level? And it's going to start at that federal level, and then states, just like the cybersecurity laws for financial institutions, they're going to be adopted state by state over a period of time. So, what is your landscape where you're doing business? What are those local regulations that potentially are there? What are the national ones? And then what are you doing to stay on top of the ever changing landscape of regulations for AI?
Yeah, and that's obviously something AI risk can help with. And Matt is here to help you, and I'm here to help you if you want to talk about your AI policy or have questions about that or anything else to do with AI. So thanks everyone for listening today.
Thanks.